My name is Dan Sccudero. I'm the principal here at American Canyon Middle School. I'd like to start us off just remembering a student who's not with us today, Alex Valencia, passed away this year. If he were here today, not only would he be promoting, we would all be enjoying his warm, smiling face. He would be celebrating not only his own promotion, but that of his brother, Diego Prieto. So he may not be here with us physically, but we carry his memory in our hearts. When I think about you, the class of 2021, and I say 2021 because that's when you're going to graduate from high school. When I think of you, the words deep, abiding pride come to mind. Over the last 3 years, you guys have matured and grown more than any other student body I've ever worked with. It has been a pleasure to watch you grow. I find it interesting that I, as your principal, have learned a lot from you. You know, I tell my friends all the time that I have the privilege of being a principal here at American Canyon Middle School, and they always say, "What? Privilege working with middle school kids?" And I tell them, you know what? You got to come meet these kids. You got to come meet the students in American Canyon. What many times you don't realize is you live out the dream of Martin Luther King Jr. You interact with each other, not based on the color of each other's skin, not based on each other's religious creed, not based on each other's culture. You interact with each other based on the content of each other's character, who the person is inside. I find that remarkable. I wish that was present all across the country. I got to be honest with you. I was a young child when Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. I've been looking for his dream my entire life. I have found it here in American Canyon with you. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for that. What I would ask of you, the class of 2021, is that you remember the lessons that your parents and your teachers have taught you. Who you are inside is wonderful. Don't change that. Stay who you are. But as you get older and you go on into the high school and later on into college or into work life with the rest of us, remember who you are. Take that with you. Everybody in the news always laments what's going on in the country right now. How tough things are. How sad things are. Ha! Let them come to American Canyon. Let them see the future that our country has. I've lived with that future for the last 3 years. I don't live in despair about the future. I live in hope. I can't wait till you guys get to run this country. Thank you. I'd like to introduce our MC for today, Assistant Principal Carlisa Bataller, who will be guiding us through the ceremony today. Would you give her a round of applause, please?
So proud, so proud. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sccudero. Thank you, our band members, for playing March for a Celebration as the 8th graders came onto the field. Thank you, Emily and Angel and Kylie, for leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. At this time, I'd like to ask the 8th grade choir members to join Miss Walden on the risers. As the 8th graders take their place on the risers, could the rest of us please stand and join me as they sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see?